Welcome, Leo. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your new moon in Libra reading on October the 2nd. You will be receiving this on or about that date. This is impacting the area of your life that has to do with the way that you learn, the way you process information, the way you communicate that to others. This can also be relevant to those of you that have siblings or have siblings as uh, have children who are siblings. That doesn't make much sense, but I think you understand what I mean. This is a general reading and it will not be resonant for all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, there's information in the box below. I am happy that you're here and I appreciate your presence. So necessary for what I do. I appreciate all the support that you give me. And let's get started, Leo, with your overall energy for this new moon in Libra, the Two of Cups. This feels like a significant connection is reflecting an inner sense of harmony that you are experiencing. This inner harmony is the result of a lot of work that you've been doing. This is your coming to terms with your higher self. And that means there's a certain honesty about what you know your gifts and talents are, what you imagine your potential could be, and the dreams that are in pursuit of actualizing that potential. This is coming into a good space where you know that you are enough. You are complete and whole within yourself. And on that basis, your your relationships all begin to reflect that reality so that you're matching with people that themselves are whole and complete. And you are negotiating a friendship relationship based on the ways in which you can work together to achieve something beyond yourselves, something more, whatever that means to you. So, this is really powerful and is describing a sense of connectedness you may feel with people and things, particularly those desires of your heart. In the 10th house, we have the Seven of Cups, and this is about your social identity. This feels like you're having a lot of options available to you in the work arena, in your community, in your professional life. There may be options, different jobs, new bosses, change of staff, or just a lot of ideas and invitations or offers you may be receiving from things that you might have once really wanted. This indicates to those Leos I'm talking about that the things that you once aspired to, particularly the material things that once registered as success to you, big house, big car, good looking partner, the things that we commonly associate with success and prosperity are no longer so clear to you. You understand there's a downside to all of these things, that there's a cost for all of these things. And instead, you're not allowing yourself to be distracted by the shiny objects that take you away from the pursuit of your dreams. You understand that you're on a path towards your own self development, your evolution, and you are not allowing yourself to be distracted by that. In the first house, we have the Queen of Wands. This is one of your cards. You are confident, you are full of energy, you are full of passion, and that is radiating to others. So, this is really important in terms of the sense of wholeness that you're experiencing right now, the sense of being complete within yourself, and your ability to telegraph that to all you meet so that they are aware of what it is that your interests are, what you're desiring, what you are achieving, and their ability to match you is only going to be weathered or entertained by those who are a similar match in experience and desire. So this is about ambition. There is an ambition that you are experiencing, and it can be related to a partnership. This may be a way that you're attracting a business partner or a partner who is able to address your ambitions, share their ambitions with you, make some compromises around what your priorities are as a team. In the fourth house, the house of your foundation, your family, your roots, we have the Six of Pentacles. The beauty of the Six of Pentacles is a natural evolution from the Two of Cups. They're both about balance. They're both about the planetary energy of Venus, which is harmonizing, right? A balance, equity, fairness, justice in all of your exchanges, particularly with regard to love and money. You are making sure that you are receiving reciprocity in your relationships, that is a fundamental basis on which you can negotiate in terms of money or negotiate the terms of your relationship. What are your focuses? What are your goals? Those are things that you're explicitly agreeing to. You're honestly sharing. You're not holding back what your desires or ambitions are, so that your partner can support you, or you can find a compromise on that basis. So this is in many ways as well a protection against your overgiving. There's a way in which you learn from an early age that the way to find value, the way to gain value, to be seen or loved by other people is to do for them, to share with them, to take care of them in some way. And you're actually have learned that when you overgive, you become resentful because you feel like you're doing work that hasn't been expressed or agreed upon, but you feel a necessity to do it, and you become to resent that the other person doesn't appreciate that, isn't doing their share, isn't doing as much, doesn't want the same thing as you. So this really supports this sense of deeper connection in all your relationships, because you've already been honest, communicated about what it is you're working towards, and that's negotiable. In the first and the seventh house, your significant relationships, you have the Fool. The Fool sometimes can indicate this willingness to be on your own. It does indicate that, not that you are walking away from loved ones, but this indicates that your sense of self-worth has grown. You are so confident in who you are as a person authentically, not what others want you to be, who you want to be, that you have this incredible faith in yourself. You have this tremendous trust in yourself, which indicates that you have a certain amount of trust in the universe to create a path for you that is going to test you, challenge you, but offer you a new adventure. You're confident enough to know that whatever that adventure throws your way, you're willing to go there. You know that you can handle it. It's no longer a roller coaster, but you understand the challenges are part of building, gaining, achieving anything. That is life. There will always be challenges, even in partnership. A strong partnership is one that survives the worst times, not the best. That's easy. It's when when you're clear about your own vision, what it is you want. It's amazing what you can suffer through, what you can overcome. And this is indicating that you're really at a place of personal liberation, and you're strong enough, you're wise enough to know that this is the core of any relationship you have. It has to be at the core of your most important relationships. the sense of authenticity, of honesty, of being true to your vision of who you are. And then those that love you care about that, cheer you on, support you with, again, you have the expectation that you are also doing that for your friends, your partners, your loved ones. This is really quite powerful and very beautiful. I'm going to pull a soul's journey and hope that you're resonating with this reading so far, Leo. Please like and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I would appreciate that. And I pulled the grief card. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So this is all about the learning that I described at the beginning of the reading that is being highlighted by the new moon. It's the way that you're perceiving things that is shifting. And this is what is turning the corner for you. This is what is gaining your confidence, your strength of purpose, your clarity and vision, because you understand if it's worth me fighting for, working for, then I'm going to be able to step up to that. I'm not going to be deterred. It's hard because it means something to me. If it was easy, it might not mean as much. I might not learn as much. So this is really reinforcing the idea that, yes, disappointments and failures are ways or lessons when we learn from them. I'm going to clarify the Queen of Wands in the first house with the Page of Pentacles. So this confidence leads you to do whatever it takes to get the job done. And this, depending on who I'm speaking to, what Leos I'm describing, this is a part of you actually realizing what you really care about, what you're really willing to work for, even if there was no reward. That's the level of passion that you're exuding. That's the certainty and the clarity you have about your heart's desire, that you're willing to learn what is necessary in order to make this a success, to achieve this, to accomplish this, to understand the terrain. You are wide open to learning and doing things differently. I like that because this feels like it's very much, as most of your reading is, describing the way you're managing your relationships. This is a big turn. The Six of Pentacles in the fourth house is clarified by the Ten of Wands. You're releasing an old way of doing things. You have many obligations, that is undoubted. And in the beginning, I made a funny comment about twins as your children or siblings as your children. I think this is what I was picking up on. You have responsibilities. Many of you have children that require a lot of sacrifice and a lot of effort, that you are more than up to the challenge for. This, perhaps your children, as one might expect of a Leo, this is one of the areas of your strength, uh, pull out your desire for the best. Even if you are not always willing to fight for, or haven't been willing to fight for the best for yourself, you are willing to do that for your children. And in many ways, that responsibility, it's heavy. You're worn out by it, but you take it on because you know how important it is, not just for you, but for them. So this is a part of a constant negotiation that goes on in your home, in your domestic environment, where you're negotiating the responsibilities as a parent, as a partner, as a leader, uh, even if it is in the home as the head of household, so that things are equitable and fair and clear to your children, your grandchildren, your partner, whoever you're in this domestic space with. but you are a bit exhausted. And actually, I've been describing this as the 10 of Wands, and this is the 9 of Wands, which means that you've been working really hard at of supporting your children in the best way possible. And you're exhausted, you're worn down, but you know that you are so close to achieving what you believe is the kind of foundation they deserve. The Fool is clarified by the Queen of Cups. So we have a Queen of Wands in the first house and a Queen of Cups in the second. So this is describing the qualities that you are bringing to your adventure as the Fool. The Fool just means you're ready to start fresh. You're starting over, but not as though you are a child. You have experience, you have your memories, and I think it's important that we acknowledge that the Fool has his sack of memories over his shoulders. That's all they need. It's important that you realize everything you need is already inside of you. You have the experience, you have the faith, the belief, the trust, the strength to persevere no matter what comes towards you. Your vision is what carries you through. And I love the halos on this deck of individuals that are enlightened. You understand that you're now in pursuit of a grander vision. And the Queen of Cups is absolutely allowing you to experience that with a great deal of self-love and self-respect. This goes to honoring who you are, not pretending to be who you aren't. And this is important for those of you that feel the pressure to perform in a certain way. And this comes up for Leo a lot. You may be attractive, you may be extremely social, you may have amazing skills, you may work like a demon, but what you want is now emerging as your priority. You've made other people successful. Now it's time for you to work for your success. And in the 10th house, the 7 of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Wands. So here we are with two Queen of Wands. We're beginning and we're ending with the same card in two different decks, emphasizing the amount of strength and courage that you are needing to step into this deeper connection perspective that you are gaining, this deeper desire to authentically connect, not just physically or socially, but to connect at a spiritual level, to learn to negotiate those boundaries successfully with another individual who is equally strong, equally confident, and equally passionate and loving. So it takes a lot of courage to speak up for yourself, to say what you really believe, to not hide behind your social graces, to not simply suggest or allow someone else to make the assumptions that might be convenient for you, but for you to speak your piece and be clear about that. I'm going to finish this reading, Leo, with an oracle, a chakra love oracle. And the heart chakra, of course, Leo, the lion is popping up, the sun, the heart. The green jasper is what is being pictured on the outside of the card. And the key word is connection. Father Divine and Mother Earth make love in your heart. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much, Leo, for this lovely reading. Until next time, namaste.